Lord hear us. Lord, hear us. May the soul of Patrick Barry and the souls of all the faithful departed, through the mercy of God, rest in peace. Amen.
It was a will, Pat.
Yeah.
Unless he's changed it.
No.
Is this it? 1956.
Aye, that's it. Equal shares, Pat.
Aye.
Well, all right with you?
Sure.
You get nothing for it now. Half a 25 maybe, but sure, what's that? In a couple of years' time...
Live horse and get grass. That's what he used to say.
I can make this place into real money. You talk about security, Christy. So there's no security like land.
You sound just like him.
Will you talk to her? Will you try?
It's no use, Pat.
Are you going to sell?
You're going to make me an offer, didn't you?
Sure, I couldn't better the offer you got. Now, could I? Huh?
What was that? Daily.
What's the offer?
40.
40,000. You said we'd get nothing. 25, maybe. Them was your words.
I wouldn't sell to Daly if he offered me 100.
Maybe you wouldn't, but I couldn't care less who buys the place as long as we get shut of it.
These yours?
Ours.
Fair enough.
These are yours, I think.
By God, they must be, ma'am. They're far too dirty to be yours.
They must have broken through.
By God, that must have been what happened, all right.
Perhaps you should do something about your fences.
What's up, Lily?
Projected estimated valuation as of 2 years after the date hereof. £110,000.
You'd prefer to wait, then?
Well, I think we ought to consider it.
Of course we want to wait.
Close enough, Miley.
Cheated them.
They have 3 years to think about their money. And I have 3 years to make a go of this place.
They changed their minds.
How do you mean?
Well, they came for their money, I suppose. And they changed their minds. Maybe they had it changed for them.
They had that choice. They decided to wait.
That's the back of a broke, I'd say.
Aye. You know my father called this, Miley?
I surely do.
The old rattly boxes.
That's it. You want to get the whole place lined. Very sour.
I'm doing that.
And manured.
Well, next month the boat comes in.
Insurance.
Aye. Only trouble is if I bill at the co-op, they'll give me nothing till it's paid. Still, I should have enough for the lime in the 10, 10, 20. After that, if I can do without eating, I'll be on the pig's back. What do you do? Well, I think we'll get that job in the forestry.
Ah.
I want to get the big jobs done at home first. And I'll sell a couple of the yearling cattle. I've too much hair. Oh, save it up, Miley. Have a party.
Bad time of the year to sell cattle. People know you're short.
But your people know that already, Miley.
I have a few powerful pie.
12 for you.
Tide you over.
Oh, thanks, Miley. Ah, I've enough debts as it is. I'll last out. Hey, Miley. Do us a favour, will you?
What?
Lend us the keys of your car.
You willing me out?
Oh, come on, Miley, will you?
Now, you're going to try it out when you're
Give us the keys, will you? Swear it was a Ferrari or something.
Jeez, but you're a desperate man. Do you know that? There.
Thanks, Miley. You're a pal.
I'm an idiot, but you're no matter.
Good luck.
Offering to help?
Wouldn't do any use, ma'am.
Didn't you have a look?
He like looking into a hedge.
In that case, why did you stop?
I thought I might offer you a lift.
Right.
You'll want to get yourself a decent car.
Thank you.
Pleasure, ma'am.
Why do you call me that?
Call you what?
Ma'am.
You not like it?
Not much. Is it because you like to make fun of me?
Is that what you think?
You were doing it the other day when I brought the sheep back.
Does it worry you?
No. It's not important. In fact, you can't imagine how unimportant it is.
What's happened?
The breakdown. Mr. Barry very kindly brought me home.
Hey. I'm very grateful to you, Pat. Come in and have a beer.
No, thanks, I won't.
Well, you better get out of that thing anyway, before it falls asunder. Young Miley Burns, is it?
Yep.
Were you here before?
Yep, about 10 years ago. Father brought me.
Oh, I remember. Well, we've done a bit since then. Well, the brother got off all right.
Yep.
He did well to talk him round. Well, he came for his money, didn't he? Don't be giving me that old gab about mortgages. If he'd insisted on his money, you'd have had to sell to me. We both know that.
I might have got a better offer.
Aye, you might. 3 years they gave you.
Did I tell you that?
Suppose they must have. Well, you've a right job ahead of you. I admire your courage. Oh, come on, Pat, relax. Give yourself a chance. And give the rest of us a chance, too. We're all on your side.
Yeah. You were on my father's side as well.
Your father didn't want anyone on his side. It was the God's truth. He was an old man. Got this idea that I wanted this land was going to run him off it. It became an obsession. Once it got to be the only thing in his mind, he thought it was the only thing on mine.
So there was no truth in that you wanted this land, I suppose?
Oh, I still wanted the land. That's no secret. He was doing nothing with it. Wasn't a fence in the place. Stock were breaking out all the time. The weeds were taking over. You know that yourself.
You still want it.
Look, Pat, I have 500 acres of good land. You have 35 acres of scrub. Well, it was a nuisance to me I wanted it. Because I could have done something with it.
So will I.
I think you will too. And I'll help you.
I'm not looking for handouts, Mr. Daly.
And I'm not giving any. Your father had no love for me. He'd no love for anybody else if it comes to that. People said it was after you left that he got bitter.
It was better before. Anyway, we're not talking about my father.
No. Except that you seem to want to carry on where he left off. In the early days, your father and I were great fellas, you know that? In fact, he showed me the ropes. Many's the rantam we had together. Some nights he brought me home, some nights I brought him. I'm sorry the way things changed. I'd like us to start right, Pat. That's why I'm willing to help you, if you let me. I hear you're doing a bit of reclamation.
Where'd you hear that?
You can hear people thinking in Bracken.
It was only an idea. The instructor was against it.
Oh, young Thompson. Peter's a good lad, but he's a bit inclined towards caution. Did he give you any reason?
Well, I'd have to have the field ready to sow the first week in August. He reckons there won't be enough time.
First week in July. Suppose you had it dozed. All the stones and forage roots taken out. How long would the rest take you?
Well, I'd have to sow, lime, manure. So it's 2 weeks I'd be...
Sure, I'd have a doze twice over in that time. As a matter of fact, I think I have a dozer free all next week.
With a cash problem.
Haven't we all? Give me the cheapest rates. Cost. You can pay me back in 3 months. That'll be, say, the 6th of October. Can I send it up?
Yeah.
Right. Let's see, tomorrow's Saturday. Yeah, I should be able to manage tomorrow. Failing that first thing Monday.
Thanks.
Well, thanks for helping, Louise.
No problem. Bye, Mum.
Goodbye.
How do you find him?
Not very interesting. I can't think why he brought me home.
It was me he came to see. But I'd like you to be friends. I think he's in for a pretty rough time of it. He's going to need friends.
He doesn't exactly go out of his way to make them.
No. It's a family weakness. Where's your mother?
Swanning around?
When are you going to find a new joke?
When's it all, Pat?
Oh, wait.
Hold it on. You'll have nothing coming in for October, unless you have a bit for bite.
I had a bit of insurance if I could get my hands on it.
Get a job in the forestry, the two of us.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, all right.
What was it like? The job you had?
That was all right.
There were women?
Huh?
You know, was there dancers like?
You know what it is, Miley? You have a one-track mind.
No harm in thinking about it.
Do you never think of going away yourself?
Where?
Anywhere. Other side of the mountain.
Over to Lesson?
Oh, Miley, you're better off where you are. Do you know that?
Well, how'd you do?
575.
As good as you could expect. Did you remember to bring the lime too?
Yep.
You know, Pat, I've been looking at them others of yours there.
Well, what do you think of them, Denny?
Oh, well, now, as good as could be expected, I suppose. But you know, what you ought to do now Can I give you a hand there? Hey, Mike.
I wouldn't dream of asking you, Denny.
Oh, so what matter, but... My advice to you, do you remember them 2 fields you took the hay off?
Yeah?
Well, you close them off, you see, and give them a good dose of the bag stuff here. And then you keep the small field for bringing on the weathers and the big field for flushing out the road.
Sure, well, that's what he's doing. And he's reclaiming the top field and sowing rate.
Ah, I know, but I know he was thinking about it.
Still thinking about it, Denny.
But God, you want to be getting a move on, man.
Old Denny's promised the dozer.
God, no. I'll believe that when I see it.
Well, do you know something you trust no one?
And you trust anybody. God, you know what I'm after earning a half each for a stone. You think Daly got rich be helping the likes of us?
I don't know what he is bad as done. It's the truth, Miley. He said he'd have it here by Saturday, Monday at the latest. Well, Monday's half gone now and there's no sign of it. Now, there's more than him I don't trust. How the hell did he know I was going to reclaim?
You must have told
Are you mad?
Hey, wish a minute. Wish.
It's here. What big job it is. Now who's the idiot, huh? Who's the fool?
Spreading, know him?
Yeah. But excuse me not stopping, Peter.
Sure. You don't waste much time. How long was it for?
Couple of weeks.
I heard you had to sell the yearlings.
Yeah.
Pity. Still, it's ready money.
I'm rotten with it.
I'm glad somebody is.
Matter of fact, I'm skint.
Where'd it go?
Bills, lime, bit of sheep wire.
Spent it all.
Yeah. Got myself a chainsaw, Peter.
What for?
Well, I thought I'd fell a few trees.
For the forestry?
Yeah. You don't approve of that either.
I'd have said you'd have enough to do here. Wouldn't be my way, that's all.
What is your way, Peter?
I like to plan ahead.
Isn't that what I'm doing? That chainsaw's gonna feed me. Of course, you don't have to worry about anything like that, do you? You just have to be home in time for your meals. What's in that joke?
A few notes, I'll show you later. This'll do you the early part of the winter. Only thing, if February and March are like last year. Of course, you still have time to order the beetnuts. I look into that reclamation idea.
I thought you didn't approve of it.
I didn't approve of rushing into it. It's only sense to wait and get it passed, get the grant.
I thought you didn't approve of me at all.
I don't always like the way you do things. That's your own business. My business is to advise you. I was saying about the reclamation. I made out a plan. There's a map here too. Maybe you'd like to talk it over.
Sure.
Sometime when you're not too busy. Reclamation will take their time.
You better see it all, Peter. Come on.
You went ahead. You wouldn't listen to anybody.
I got the chance of a dozer, I took it.
Maybe you got the chance of a bulldozer, but you lost the chance of a grant.
We can still try.
I told you it doesn't work that way. You need prior approval.
I got the chance to sow a crop. If I'd have waited, I'd have lost it.
Maybe you've lost both ways.
Why?
You could wind up with no grant and no crop. Where did you get the dozer?
Daily.
When did they start?
2 weeks ago.
That took 2 weeks.
They only came one day.
He really is doing you favours.
You know you've no hope at this rate.
Well, it's quicker than your way, Peter. Will you try for the grant?
If you want. There's not much hope. Maybe if you left it like this, don't do any more till you've submitted a plan, they just might consider it. Well,
I want the crop.
well, if you want it both ways. Was this Daly's idea?
Wouldn't you know if it was?
What?
You're very close, you and Daly.
Say what you mean.
He knew I was a claiming before I told him. He knew about the deal I did with the brother. In fact, Peter, he knows an awful lot of things. Just wondered where he might have heard them from.
I told him nothing.
You say so, Peter?
You know where to find me.
Yes.
Is Mr. Daly at home?
No, I'm afraid he's not at home.
Oh. Will he be back?
I believe so, but I really can't say when. Perhaps you'll telephone.
Could you give him a message, man?
Yes?
The name's Pat Barry.
Yes, I know.
Well, I had a dozer off him. A bulldozer. Maybe you heard.
No.
Well, he was supposed to bring it a while back. I just wondered when it was coming.
I'll ask him to get in touch.
Could you say it was urgent, man?
All right. I was sorry to hear about your father.
Did you know him?
Not very well. I don't think he liked me very much.
He had no taste. Well?
I don't like lying for you, Ned.
I know, I'm sorry. What did he say?
Something about a bulldozer. But he said it was urgent.
What'd you think of him?
I'm not sure. He has a way with him.
He's gone. From what I could hear, he wasn't as cocky as last time. I think we've managed to change his tune, all right. I'm very grateful to you for all the information. I won't forget you.
Point, Jerry.
Very good. Thank you, miss.
Hi.
Hello, Peter.
I'll join you. What are you having?
I've got one.
Strange place to find you.
I came in to use the phone.
Yeah, likely story. This side, Jerry.
Yeah, that'll cost you an extra 2p.
See what you're costing me.
Cheers. Looks as if you needed that.
Yeah, one of those days.
The peasants been revolting?
Do you know Pat Barry?
Yes?
Now there's a revolting peasant.
Is he giving you trouble?
He knows it all. You can't teach him.
Why should you worry?
I don't, but I get annoyed. You do your homework, come up with a good scheme. He doesn't want to know. Ah, forget it.
You knew him before, didn't you?
College.
Pat Barry?
Dalton. He had a year there. I did a full 3 years. He resents that.
Still?
That's the way with chips on the shoulder. They don't get smaller with time.
Why should you bother?
He's a good farmer. His family have lived here as far back as anybody can remember. None of my family ever farmed, and I'm the one teaching him. I can see how he feels.
That's your trouble, Peter. You consider people's feelings. Don't imagine he considers yours.
He's far more instinct for it than I have. But if he rushes his fences, he'll have a fall.
So what? It's hardly your fault.
I'm supposed to help. He thinks I'm, well, slow-moving. A stick in the mud. I suppose I am a bit cautious.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
But I'm not reckless.
No, no one could say that.
Did you come up against him?
Our paths have crossed.
What did you think?
He doesn't really seem to like anybody, certainly not Daddy. There's no love lost there.
I think that goes back a bit, a family thing.
I suppose I'd better go. Take it easy. He may be hanging around. Here. Would you believe there could be fools like Christy Barry walking the streets?
Sure, Christy was always a bit soft in the head. Oh, that'll do you. Who'd have thought, though, the wife would have been a bit smarter?
Not everybody gets on with your dad.
Oh, Daddy's all right. It's hard for him now. You see, he always used to work so hard. Physical work, I mean. He doesn't have enough to do now. It irritates.
Nothing to stop him from working if he wants to.
Yes, but, well, living the way we do, it wouldn't look right. Well, you know what I mean. It doesn't suit him. He's not like Mummy. Doing nothing suits her very well.
You sound very critical.
I don't mean to be. We're just not very close, that's all. If I were to go away, I don't think she'd notice. It's very dismal, isn't it?
There's a party tonight in Johnstown. Why don't you come with me and we'll cheer each other up a bit?
I can't. I'd love to, but...
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm meeting Rodney.
Oh, God, is Rodney still around? Still doing medicine?
Oh, Rodney, I don't think he'll ever finish.
Maybe that'll be as well for the rest of us. Good luck, Jerry.
Good luck.
Good luck.
You know, I'm surprised you didn't have a go at Christy yourself.
Well, if I'd known what was going on.
Why wouldn't you? You were the last one to see them off.
No, it was too late then. He talked them over. That was your job, didn't he, to warn me?
Damn it, when I seen Christy at the gathering, he was all for selling. I'd have thought there was no way of talking him out
Yes,
of it.
but you should have kept in touch. Didn't you have young Miley in the house with us?
Miley don't know a thing about all that.
I know
sort of-
that, but he could have kept you posted.
Actually, young Miley's no good for that class of thing at all. You know that boy of mine, he thinks the world and all of Pat Barry. He thinks the sun, moon and stars shines out of his arse.
You go easy there, will you? How are you? Dailies.
What did he say?
Nothing, I didn't see him.
Huh, that's the way.
He was out, the wife said.
Well, he's out a lot.
She was telling me lies.
Why would you be telling you
I
that?
know, but she was telling me lies. He's doing this deliberately, keeping me hanging on.
Oh, I'd say you're wrong, Pat.
Why am I wrong?
Well, you know, a big man like him, Jesus, he wouldn't be bothered.
That's fine.
Will you go easy, you know, not be upsetting yourself?
Where's he hearing it from, Miley?
Hearing what?
Everything. Everything I'm doing. Peter Thompson's carrying it all back to him.
I wouldn't believe that, Pat.
Well, who else could it be?
I don't know. No one to argue with you. You have your knife in the toe of them anyway. You know, my father was the same way. Hadn't a good word at all for Daly. And it's a peculiar thing that now, you know. Because they were great pals one time, the two of them.
How's he for cash?
Low.
What about the insurance?
The bill's added up.
Did he sell cattle?
That's gone too, bar a few pound he kept to tide him over. He's got himself a job in the forestry.
For who?
For himself. He's going to fall the trees, snid them, pull them down to the road. There's more money that way.
Will he manage that on the farm as well?
Yeah, he will. He's fonder of work than his father was. He won't give up easy, that's for sure.
No.
Daly was a great man to sing a song. Did you know that?
Yeah.
He was. Steph and your father up there in the pub. That's Mrs. Murtagh's now, up the mountain. Swapping old songs, turning about. Nobody would shift them till daylight. And then it all went sour on them, huh? Yeah. Got worse at the end, you know. Your father hadn't a good word to say about anybody. It was, even troubled me father.
Didn't he?
Aye. Ah, well, I didn't know what it was.
Didn't he never said?
Oh, well, he wouldn't, you see. Anyway, it's all past now. That's one thing about my father. He never bears a grudge.
The top field's the thing. He's gambling everything on taking a crop off of that.
20th. Well, you know, Denny, with all the jobs I have coming up, I don't think I'll have a dozer free before the end of August.
Why'd you ever send him one in the first place?
You not know? You remember, Denny, when he came back here first? He wasn't worried about me at all. Well, I've changed that. He needs me now.
How we do this evening?
Not much we can do. Didn't he not want, you know?
I did he would not. Be right for the forestry now.
Make a start next week.
A few extra bob will come in handy.
Look up the mountain.
For what?
Have a look at the O's.
Should you not see enough of them? We could go over to Courtown this evening, maybe. Great women in Courtown. Rakes of them. Coming out of the caravans there and even you'd be tripping over them. Will you come?
The women can wait, Wiley.
Maybe they can, but can I?
Anybody home?
Daily.
Go on, show yourself.
Oh, hello, Pat. Heard you were looking for me.
I was.
Is this a bad time?
No, it's all right. Come on in.
Oh, you're at your dinner, right?
No, we're nearly finished.
How's Miley?
Hi, Mr. Daly.
How's your father keeping?
Oh, we got grand.
Oh, tell him I was asking for him.
Indeed, I will.
Oh, finish your dinner.
Right.
Well, you've settled in very nicely, Pat. The place nice and cosy. Sorry I missed you earlier. Actually, I was there all the time, out the back, but Jill didn't know. I've really messed you around with this bulldozer, haven't I? And you wouldn't believe the run we've had. Breakdowns, then you couldn't get parts. Nearly ground to a halt there.
I've a crop to sow. I wouldn't want it to go past the first week in August.
Yeah, I know, Pat. I'm going to do the best I can.
Will I have it next week?
Well, I'm practically certain that you can have it next week, but the trouble is getting drivers at this time. Holidays. Walked across the fields, Pat. You've done a great job.
Not much I could do.
No, indeed, it was plenty. It's a long time since those fields had proper fencing, or saw a bit of manure. Oh, we'll get that field reclaimed for you, Pat. Never fear. Oh, brought this for you.
What's that?
It's a clearance form. Gives me permission to shoot deer on your land. You know yourself the damage they cause. Bloody nuisance.
Did my father sign it?
Can't remember, to be honest.
Oh, they all signed it.
Yeah, well, I'll have a look over it.
Yeah, do that. There's no hurry.
Maybe I'll drop it back with the bulldozer, Mr. Daly.
Aye. Well, I'll be off. No, sorry, don't get up. Good luck.
Hey, good luck, Mr. Daly. Jesus. Would you look at the cut of Sherlock Holmes?
Is he fond of the shooting, Miley?
Got very keen there last year. Showers and obs over from England the weekend once the season started.
I didn't know he had friends in England.
They're friends of the wife mostly, I think. He plays the squire for them.
I'm not signing that anyway.
Why not?
Because he wants me to.
Jeez, you're a fierce contrary man, you know that?
No, not contrary, Miley. He's got something I want. I've got something he wants. He understands, all right.
Hey, Pat. Come here.
Isn't that a curse, huh?
Here. Huh. Barney, Kenny's.
Aye. Has there much rustling lately?
Enough. Not in the scale of last year, though. That time they were coming down from the bit of lorry load. This looks like a one-man job.
The price of meat in the shops. There'll be more of it.
Beware, Pat, you won't buy cheaper than that. That's a known fact. They were coming down from Dublin last year with refrigerated vans. And they were taking 30 or 40 at a time, killing them on the spot, and then selling them off to the butchers.
You couldn't whack it. Holy God.
You said this was a one-man job, didn't he?
The man who did this knew his job.
Think so, didn't he?
Surely do.
Hey. You had the right to put a bit of newspaper down there before you ruined me floor on me.
What do you think it was the Clarence Hotel in Dublin we were in?
Well, okay, it may not be the Clarence Hotel, but it's not a bloody slaughterhouse either.
Oh, we got it now,
How do you think he's going to be down on his hands and knees washing that floor?
He didn't make someone a great wife. Jerry, I told you before, you should never have gone away from the sawdust.
Ah, yeah, that's what you want. That's what you're urging, the whole bloody lorry is. All right, last orders now.
God damn it, it's not the time.
It's 1:45.
Swear to God, how time flies when you're in good company.
And poor old Barney, huh? 3 out of the 6 were his, huh?
One of mine, 2 was Sean. It's a pity Barney's not here all the same for the gallery.
We got you a great look, Pat. You lads done it all. Well, it's one way of making money out of sheep, I'll say that much.
Come on now, ladies and gentlemen, please. Drink up. Last orders now, please. Clarence Hotel, how are you? She, you wouldn't even be let into the Clarence Hotel.
You've seen this guy over there, isn't
Good God, Miss Sterry, it's very late to be coming in.
Oh, just one, Jerry. We'll be quick, really. Gins and tonics.
No, I'm risking me licence.
Good evening.
Evening.
Evening, ma'am.
Barry? On your feet, Rodney. Dance.
What the name of God is bringing them in here?
Don't you know, no, a bit of slumming it was.
Would you get a load of Rodney, the cut of them?
Here. Hold these, miss. Here, sorry, sir. Now, here. Give me the dart. Sit down like a good man. Come on. Sit down over there, please, now. Now, sit down there. Now, look, Miss Daly, I'll let you in providing you behaved yourself.
I'm sorry, Jerry. Really, I am. It was an accident.
Oh, now, listen, come on. All you people, will you drink up and go home, for God's sake? Yous aren't driving, are you?
Well, perfectly all right, Jerry.
Which of yous is driving?
I am.
God, I don't think you should, miss.
Nonsense.
God, listen, you know what your father would say to me if he heard I let you drive your car? Give me your keys.
I told you, Jerry, we're perfectly all right.
Come on, the keys.
It's quite absurd, but just to please you.
Thanks, good girl. That's grand now. Now, let me see what we can do about getting you home.
I'll get her home, Jerry.
It's very good of you to offer, but I'm quite all right. Rodney can bring me.
Can he?
Look, miss, I'll look after Rodney. You go there with Pat. Sure, it's on his way home.
Is it that awful car?
Hear what she's saying about your car, Miley?
Yeah.
We'll walk. Do you good.
All right.
Shut up, you crowd of ticks.
Oh, big God, you're a fierce hardy whore, Barry. Do you know that?
Remember, God is watching, Barry. Keep the ball on the ground now.
Good night, no, ma'am. Only trouble with you lot. You don't know a gentleman when you see one.
What the hell would we see, man? 40 here.
You always seem to be taking me home. Like a lifeboat. Are you going to be rude again?
Me, rude?
You were before.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were. Calling me ma'am.
I was always taught to call me betters, ma'am.
You see, you're doing it again.
Sorry, ma'am. Look,
I don't see anything.
it's a fine stand of barley.
Oh? Whose is it?
Yours.
Oh, is it?
If I had a field of barley like that, I'd know all about it.
Well, it's dark.
Who's that? Do you know what time it is? Louise. With Barry. Where's Rodney? Oh. No, she'll be all right. They're walking. Yeah. No, you did right to tell me. Good night, Denny. Still up? Louise isn't in yet.
Isn't she?
Well, it's after 1 o'clock.
Isn't she with Rodney? Well, I shouldn't worry then.
Party all arranged?
I'm sorry, Ned. What did you say?
The first deer stalk, the new season.
Ah, they put off the season, didn't you hear? Doesn't start until September. Bit of a bore.
You're free for August, then?
Mm.
Slacking off my end. We could take a couple of weeks. Go away somewhere, the two of us. What do you say?
That would be nice. But you know, there's so much to do, Ned. Kind of organizing things.
Good night, then.
Isn't Slieve Bracken boring?
No worse than most places.
Oh, but it is much worse. And everybody in Slieve Bracken, they're all boring. Rodney, Peter, Daddy, Mummy. Especially Mummy. Don't you find it boring?
No. It's because you have nothing to do.
I've lots to do, but it's all boring. Thank God I'm going away.
Where?
Brittany. That's in France.
I'm learning every day.
Rodney's father has a yacht. I'm crewing.
Oh, yeah?
Do you know Brittany?
No, I was in Tremor once, though.
You think I'm bragging, don't you?
You said it.
I suppose I am. I'm sorry. Are these some of your cattle?
That's not some of me cattle. That's the whole herd.
You haven't got many.
Well, I just sell a few lately. That's the trouble with the small man, you see. He has to sell when he needs cash. The big man can buy cheap and sell dear. He can buy this time.
I never thought of that.
You'll be all right from here. It's only a step across.
Do you have girlfriends?
Now and again. I'm a bit short at the moment.
What sort do you like?
No particular preference.
You mean they're all the same in the dark?
You said that too.
Do you know, you're quite good looking. In an unfinished kind of way.
I mitched at finishing school. How'd your father say?
He said I was to be your friend. You haven't answered me. Tell me what you like in girls.
I like them to be grown up. Now go home to your daddy.